Relationships take work, patience, and commitment. But sometimes the biggest threat to your relationship isn't just internal, it's external. Today, I want to talk to you about jealous friends who pretend to support you, but secretly envy your happiness. So guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for your support. These are the ones who see the good in your relationship, but they don't see the struggles or the effort it takes to get there. So let me share 3 real stories and give you some advice on protecting what you've built. I once had a so-called friend who was constantly in my ear commenting on how lucky I was. She would say things like, "You are so fortunate to have a good partner who treat you so well," or "I wish I had what you have." At first, I thought it was harmless admiration, but I started noticing something off. She began inserting herself into our lives, offering advice, always wanting to be around, and even befriending my partner. Over time, she planted seeds of doubt and caused friction between us. Before I know it, the relationship I'd worked so hard for to build fell apart. And while she may have played a part, my partner and I are also responsible for allowing her into our space. It's a lesson I'll never forget. Not everyone who smiles at your happiness is happy for you. Another situation I heard of was even worse. A woman I knew had a brief separation from her partner and left the home to get some space. During this vulnerable time, her friend stepped in, not to support her, but to visit her home while she was away and start an affair with her husband. Now, the man isn't blameless. He allowed himself to be tempted during a difficult moment. But what kind of friend takes advantage of someone's struggles like that? The craziest part is that in most cases like this, the relationship that caused all the damage never lasts. The so-called friend may temporarily win the man, but it usually falls apart because it wasn't built on trust, love, or respect. There's also another interesting case that I know of where a jealous friend went behind her friend's back and shared private conversation about her marital relationship directly with the husband. These were things her friend confided in her, vulnerable moments, frustrations, and struggles, and she twisted them to create conflict. This betrayal placed her friend in a dangerous position. The husband, feeling hurt and angry, confronted his wife, and it led to vicious arguments. The trust in their marriage crumbled and eventually it ended up in a breakup. It's heartbreaking to see how someone you trust can use words against you. This is why it's so important to be careful about who you confide in. Not everyone who listens to your problems has your best interest at heart. My message is simple. Protect what you have built. Jealous friends will always see the good side of your relationship, but they will never understand the sacrifice and the struggles it took to get there. Don't let their envy ruin everything that's meant for you. And remember, when people try to break up your union, they rarely win in the end. What is meant for you will always be yours, but only if you protect it. Have you ever experienced anything like this? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. So, a piece of personal advice that I would add to this video: keep your personal details private. Stop sharing every argument, every sweet gesture, every vulnerable moments with friends who might be jealous. The less they know, the less they can use it against you. Set boundaries. It's okay to keep your friends and your partners separate. Not everyone needs to be involved in your relationship. Pay attention to red flags. If a friend is overly invested in your relationship, constantly commenting on how lucky you are or going out their way to befriend your partner, take note. Talk with your partner. Make sure you and your partner are on the same page about boundaries with friends and outsider. A strong relationship needs a unified front. So these are real situations that I've witnessed, and I'm sharing them to help others recognize these red flags. This isn't about being suspicious about everyone, but about understanding that not everyone deserves access to your personal life. Protect what is dear to you, your relationship, your peace, and your trust. Learn from these stories so you don't have the same experience of the pain of betrayal firsthand. It's your responsibility to secure what you've worked hard to build, and sometimes that means keeping certain parts of your life private, even from those who you consider close friends. So guys, thank you for watching. Relationships are precious, but they're also fragile. Guard yourself carefully and be mindful of the people you allow into your circle. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. One love.